I thought marriage would save me, but it almost destroyed my life. I got married young, thinking it was the start of a happy future, bright field. But the man I chose wasn't a prince. He was just boring and clueless, and I never imagined the real trouble would start with my own family. My stepsisters and stepmom made every day feel like a punishment. I spent my childhood cleaning while they acted like royalty. They treated me like their personal servant, never like family. My stepmom never defended me, not even once. One day, my stepsister grabbed my book and laughed in my face. They said I didn't need books because my only job was scrubbing floors. They even used my things for ridiculous reasons and called it helping. I couldn't understand why my stepmom hated me so much. My dad loved her. So why didn't she care about me the same way? I endured all of it for years, until everything suddenly changed. A huge party was announced at the royal palace, and every girl went wild. The prince was searching for love, and everyone wanted a chance. My sisters were obsessed, fixing their hair and arguing about looks. They mocked each other, and somehow always included me in the insults. I dreamed of wearing a beautiful outfit and attending that party too. But they quickly destroyed that hope. They told me I wasn't glamorous enough to stand near a prince, and they laughed at my clothes like I wasn't even human. I was heartbroken, ready to leave that house forever. But then, something unexpected happened. My aunt returned. She brought me a beautiful dress and wiped away my tears. You already know the story after that. My big transformation. I crashed the party, lost my shoe, and the prince found me. Next thing I knew, we were married, but I had no idea what I was walking into. My Prince Charming was anything but charming. At our first public event, he complained non-stop. He even pretended to love animals, but he was actually scared of them. His cute photos? Completely staged. He followed me everywhere and acted obsessively clingy. He called me beautiful every hour like a broken record. He refused to work, refused responsibilities, refused everything. He only wanted luxury, shopping, vacations, expensive pools, but I wanted something more meaningful. Royal life looked shiny, but inside it felt completely empty. Then everything changed when my new assistant arrived. She was calm, confident, and always knew what I needed. She even warned me when I had spinach stuck in my teeth before a speech. We slowly became real friends, something I never had before. I told her everything about my past and why my childhood hurt so much. She said her own family never believed in her either, so she ran away. We bonded over our stories and spent hours exploring the palace. I trusted her completely. Maybe too much. I had no idea my life was about to fall apart. I hoped love would feel magical, but it only made me confused. Maybe I wasn't meant to marry someone who only acted like a prince. Then one day, my assistant showed me a photo that shocked me. It showed my partner holding another girl by the arms. The girl wore a huge hat that hid her face completely. She told me it was better to know the truth. My heart dropped, and I rushed to confront him. He swore she was just a fan who got too close. He said security removed her and he only signed an autograph. But I couldn't trust him anymore, not like before. I expected honesty, kindness, and integrity, but he didn't show any. He begged me not to leave and promised to make things right. I joked that he'd need to leave his gaming chair first, but I had no idea things were about to get worse. The next day, the news exploded with an article about me. It accused me of marrying him for money and fame. It even claimed I hated him and hated royal life. Crowds protested outside the palace, calling me unfit. His parents were furious and immediately sent me away. To my surprise, he packed his bags and came with me. He said he'd lose everything, but I was worth it. He told me he admired my kindness and how I treated others. I wanted to believe him, but doubt still clung to me. We moved into a tiny apartment with almost nothing. I tried giving him a chance, but reality hit fast. I spent over an hour teaching him how to boil a kettle. He managed to blow the power out in the process. He said this is why royals had staff, and I felt drained. My fairy tale was falling apart piece by piece. I wondered why the assistant had turned on me. Then I looked closer at the photo. Something was off. When the girl's hat fell off, her frizzy hair spilled out. That's when I realized it was Jenny, my stepsister. And then it hit me. My assistant was actually Carrie in disguise. She hid her wart, wore a wig, and used color contacts. I stormed to my stepsister's house to confront them. My stepmom answered the door with a smug smile. She mocked my childhood chores like it was all a joke. I demanded to know where my stepsisters were hiding. She laughed and claimed they were suffering because of me. She blamed me for their ruined reputation and lost chances. She accused me of giving them nothing in return. I reminded her how she treated me like a servant growing up, but she bragged that she had been planning her revenge for years. She said Carrie and Jenny were eager to help destroy me. She wanted me gone so Carrie could take my place. I said the prince didn't love Carrie. He loved me. She called me naive and claimed love never mattered to her anyway. She revealed she married my father only for status. I felt anger building inside me like a storm. Then I questioned myself. Did I actually love him too? She smirked and told me I was too late. She had already warned the royals about me at the wedding. She said they believed her now and made a terrible deal. If I disappeared quietly and he married Carrie, then the journalist wouldn't release a new article destroying him. That article could ruin his life forever. I stepped back, stunned, as she slammed the door on me. I couldn't let that story destroy him. Not again. And I knew he would never risk humiliating his family. So he would be forced to marry Carrie. Just then, someone knocked. It was my aunt. Not to save me with magic, but with comfort. She brought me a beautiful outfit to lift my spirits. She told me not to give up on my dreams. She dressed me up, and I ran straight to the palace. I even stopped to pet the security dogs on the way in. Inside, a huge party was happening for the prince's new future queen, and there were my stepmom and stepsisters soaking up attention. I stared down at my fancy outfit and felt like a complete joke. I wasn't a queen, and honestly, I didn't even want to be one. Carrie and Jenny had dreamed of this life their entire childhood. Then it hit me. I had my own dreams, and I deserved them too. What was I even doing at that palace party? I turned to leave, but a guard grabbed me and pushed me inside. My stepmom and stepsisters froze with their mouths wide open. I raised my hands and begged them not to hurt the prince. I said I didn't want him if he didn't truly love me. I told them I deserved better, and maybe Carrie did too. I braced myself for yelling, chaos, and a full-on fight. But instead, Carrie lowered her head quietly. She admitted the prince never showed up for her either. She had secretly met him to test if there was real chemistry. She confessed that even after her makeover, he only talked about me. She said she wanted true love too, just like I did. She apologized for everything and said she actually enjoyed our past friendship. But her mom snapped at her and demanded luxury food immediately. Carrie snapped back, saying her mom treated them horribly too. Then Carrie confessed the truth to everyone. She said she manipulated the article that ruined my reputation. The crowd gasped as she said I would make a fair and caring leader. I turned around and saw the prince standing there. I felt my stomach drop in embarrassment. I told him I was leaving and wished him luck with Carrie, but he surprised me by kneeling and kissing my hand. He admitted that he faked photos and ignored his responsibilities. He said he wanted to change, and that meeting me inspired him. He told everyone he had found his true love, me. My heart fluttered like I was a kid again. Jenny and my stepmom stormed out in pure anger. Carrie and I exchanged an awkward but honest hug. Then she walked away to start her own new life. It turned out he really was my Prince Charming after all. My stepmom and stepsisters moved far away and faded into obscurity. And me? I'd still scrub floors if I had to. But life feels a whole lot brighter when you're wearing a crown.